Hello, welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and if this sign is your sun, moon, or rising, this is your reading. And I really want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. You all matter so much to me. Thank you. And if this particular reading resonates with you, I would love for you to consider subscribing to the channel. So Virgo, let's go ahead and talk about the 12th through the 18th, all right? I have the 3 cards in front of me from the overview video, and I have a guiding card for you. Let's go ahead and look at the guiding card first. Yeah, we have the 9 of Pentacles. We are all about the abundance in our lives and how we're working it and making it work for us. And, you know, when we can finally get our finances figured out well enough that we get paid what we need to take care of ourselves and we don't have to, you know, make money, we're living large, and that's a good thing. So think it through, come up with a plan, look at what you got going on, and figure out how that passive income can start working for you, okay? For some of you, that's going to be a super easy project. Sometimes it might take a little more finagling, but it's going to be cool, and I think that you'll have a good time with it, and I hope that it works out well for you, all right? And if you don't have a ton of dough and you're not really doing all that, just keep an eye on your money, okay? Make sure what your money you do have is taking care of itself and or not in any real trouble, all right? Cool. All right, so a couple of messages from my better angels. My better angels are talking about how all of our projects in the month of October need to be small and completable. Short term, easy peasy, big payoff, super win, yay team kind of projects. We don't want to get into anything that takes a little bit longer than we thought, or that we have a lot of tools and junk left over laying around, because it'll make us a little crazy if we don't get on it and keep it cleaned up and tidy, okay? So just small, manageable projects. Very good, all right? The other thing to know is that when we are dealing with friends, neighbors, frenemies that are doing things that make us feel a little irritated, a little frustrated, not quite what we were hoping for, you know, or why does this make me nuts when they do that thing? Whether it's somebody who comes over and always puts their beverage down on your beautiful antique table and leaves a ring, you're like, so either you're going to want to get a coaster and you've already done the thing where you've explained to them, I really want you to use a coaster, and they never ever use a coaster, and you're like, they're coming over, it's time to get a doily and put that on the table. Okay, put the doily on the table, protect the table. It's very nice. It'll take care of the problem and you won't have to worry about that anymore. You can put a protective plastic underneath the doily and they will never know it happened. And that way you're taking care of your stuff without having to have a confrontation with these people again, and or feeling like they just don't love you enough to try, right? Because that's not the answer. We want to make sure that we're doing what we can, especially with like neighbors. Sometimes we have to do a head game where we make up a story so that we can stay in compassion no matter what kind of crazy they're dealing with. And I think that would be well worth the deal, okay? So think that through and come up with a plan, all right? It will be helpful, and it will take care of you in some way, okay? Cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the cards. We have the 3 cards in front of us from the overview video. We need to get a mystery card picked out for you, so we'll pull these guys out. What do we need for Virgo? Oh, it's right here, right there. All right. So that's cool. We'll go ahead and set these cards aside. Nice. And we'll set this one right here. Perfect. Very nice. Now then, we're going to use this Tarot of the Abyss to go a little bit deeper, add a little more in-depth information so that we can move forward, all right? Because we're going to talk about where you are, what's blocking you, what your solution is, all right? So where you are right now is you have the gift of power. We had the Ace of Swords last week, of course we did. So you're still in the middle of taking care of this gift of responsibility in this situation. There's new responsibility being put on your plate, OMG, right? So indeed, whatever this is, you want to take a look at it, see what it is, see if it's something you really like, if you're interested in it, is it a new piece of property, is it a new vehicle, is it a new pet? Is it here's a new job? It could, some of you could be being given a step up at work. Others could just be saying, here, this is for you to take care of now. I was like, I built this garden and I don't have time for it. Here, you take care of it. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So pay attention to what's going on around you and how things are going, and be aware of what you've taken on, and how much that may or may not be a good thing for you. The Eight of Pentacles, yeah, there will be work involved. There's some of you are going to be working and making money at the same time as this particular responsibility comes up. And for some of you, this is absolutely a work-related responsibility. We're like, oh, we're giving you more work and more money, so it's good. And I really like that for you, because you should always be able to do that kind of thing. Oh, and the Three of Cups, hello. So this is something that's been a long time coming. This isn't just an accident. You've been working for this. You've been trying to get this particular bit of responsibility. This is a celebration. We are celebrating your win. Hello, this is awesome. Good for you, Virgo. Hello, I love this for you. You finally succeeded in getting the thing that you were hoping for. You worked your butt off for it. You are still at work. You're still working and making money, but you're able to celebrate this beautiful win. This is awesome. So exciting. Oh my gosh. What's blocking you? Okay, so you're the new person in charge. Great, cool, cool, cool. Get the lay of the land before you start trying to change everything up, okay? So you have big ideas, you got an inspiration, you're like, oh, I have an idea, cool, 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 cool. Journal this out, write it down. This is great. It's not time in this first week for you to implement, okay? What it is important for you to do is talk to the people. Talk to your people. If you're in charge of people now, you want to talk to them, figure out what they would change, add that to your list of things that you want to change. Come up with an overall plan so that you can add their stuff into your plan, so that when you start implementing things little by little, their things get taken care of as well as your things get taken care of, and pretty soon everybody's happy. But like I said, it ain't going to be this week, okay? Your inspiration is here, but it ain't going to happen this week. It's blocked. The Page of Cups. Right. So new information about things that you care about will come to you that will stop you from moving forward some more. So they're like, okay, cool, 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 cool. You're in charge. We love that very much. But until so-and-so does such and such, we're not going to be able to really make any major changes. So this is the news that you are like, okay, cool, you're in charge. We've given you a new badge and a new paycheck, but you really aren't going to be able to make any major changes until the other guy stops looking, okay? So, and it might take a couple of months for that guy to stop looking, so take a deep breath. Take a deep breath and get to know your people and do all the other sub stuff that you need to do to get to know your team, understand your team, figure out what they like, what they don't like, all that stuff. Become their true leader even before that guy is ready to let you make changes. Because you will be super ready to make changes when the time comes, but it won't be until after they're gone. See? Like I said, Ten of Swords also blocked. You're not really in charge yet. I feel like they've named you the next boss, but the guy isn't really leaving for another couple of months. So I'm really sorry. Super excited for you, but really bummed that you can't do a damn thing in the next, at least this week for sure. You are blocked from doing anything, okay? Hopefully it'll come loose next week or the week after, but oh, right now, this week, they're just giving you the responsibility of getting up to speed. It gives you time to learn the job, right? So you're going to get a bunch of different classes you got to take, and da-da-da-da-da. It's going to be great. You're going to get the education you need. You're going to get to know your team. Everything is going to be like, you're going to walk into this thing finally knowing your team, knowing what you're doing, and everything is going to be super cool soon, but not yet, okay? The King of Cups. There's an emotionally based male energy person who is part of your solution. He is somebody who is like in the next office over, who is going through a similar situation insofar as they're irritated that the person isn't gone right away also, and that everybody's kind of on a slow move into their next job. I think he's also having a slow move into his next job because of this person's slow exit, as opposed to quick and dirty, I'm quitting, bye, or I'm I'm leaving, I'm retiring, bye. When they do it slow, it means that the names are changed, but the work remains the same until they're really gone. And oh, so irritating, right? Ugh. But this guy here will commiserate with you. He will be right there next to you, letting you talk, and he'll be there with you with his own stuff, because he too is irritated, all right? Now, do see that this is a Hierophant in this deck. They call it the Wise One. And it's all about how having a physical manifestation of your faith around will help you feel better. If you need to have a little altar in your office that has like feathers on it, or, you know, a beautiful cross on the back door that coming in that you can stare at when the door is closed, whatever works for you to feel connected to your higher power, whatever that is. I'm not here to tell you anything about what to believe. I'm here to support you in every which way that you believe. Whatever that is, have that in your office so that you can feel connected to it and know that everything is going to work out. Everything is going in exactly the right timing. Doesn't matter if it's not my timing, it's just the right timing, okay? So that's what I'm getting from this card, is that everything feels slowed down and irritating right now, but the truth is everything is in divine timing and it's working, okay? So just breathe through it. I know it's irritating, but it will work, okay? And we have the Hermit. The Hermit is showing that, okay, sometimes we're going to do all the listening, we're going to be in faith, and then we need a timeout, right? So part of this week is about, okay, cool, I got the job, everything is cool. Oh, nope. I'm waiting. I have to wait 2 weeks. So then you're going to go home and you're like, okay, I celebrated, that was fun. I need a minute. I need to regroup because this is irritating the crap out of you. So breathe, understand that I know you wanted to just jump into the job immediately and get going with it. You're inspired, you're ready, but they're not. And so take this time and make it work for you. It might be 2 months before you can actually do what you want to do, but I want you to use that to get to know your people. Do the thing that the other people never had time to do because they were too busy bossing them around and telling them what to do. Figure out what's wrong with given projects. Find out what they would change, how things need to change, how much money is spent on this versus that, and where can I make small changes that would be huge wins once the old guy disappears. So you're going to have options and possibilities abound, but you have to be willing and able to get to know your people and get that going on. And it's going to be important for you to assess that stuff. And maybe that'll be what you do, is take all the paperwork home and play in the hermit mode while you're figuring things out, okay? Kind of assess stuff and come up with a plan. You already have a plan, but you want to add to that plan more stuff, okay? So breathe. I know it's frustrating, but it's all gonna work out, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get you one of these Moon Oracle cards, Virgo, because hey, let's do that. There it is, right there. All right, set these aside. Ooh, what do we get? Ooh, gratitude. Haha. I'm sorry, I laugh because it's true. Whenever we're in this mix, we're like, I got a great new job. I can't do my great new job. Wah. And now we're like, I have a great new job and I'm still trying to make it work. Stay in gratitude. Gratitude is here to say, yes, you got a great new job and you are going to be able to do wonderful things in a bit. For now, hey, maybe you just use that gym membership. Maybe you just go do stuff since you don't quite have the responsibility yet. You can go do other things and enjoy the simple times and you know, keeping a small eye on what the other guy is doing before he leaves to make sure he's not, you know, taking the stapler or whatever it is that he does. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself and make sure that everything is all good, okay? Because it's important. We want you to know and understand what this is and how this works, all right? Cool. All right. Very nice. Staying in gratitude. Gratitude is a huge solution for pretty much any major irritation. Is it, you know, I'm really grateful that I have this property that my neighbor can blow leaves onto all the time. Right? Okay. Well, whatever it is, figure it out. Stay in gratitude. Your mystery card is the Four of Cups. Very nice. Four of Cups is really about the foundation of your heart. You're building the foundation of your heart. I feel like this references the fact that even though you're stymied from having to take the wheel, you're like, okay, someone gave me this big, beautiful bus with all these people on it, and I'm supposed to be driving, but somebody else wants to drive for 2 more months. So I'm going to go up into the back of this big, beautiful bus and get to know all the people on my bus. What do you do? What's going on back there? How are you doing? What's all that? And these people are going to, you're going to get to know them. You're going to, how many kids you got? What's going on with that? Where's the wife? How's the wife? Who's still in the hospital? Oh my gosh, how's your parents? Dun, 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 dun. You're going to have a wonderful dossier on all these beautiful people who are now your family. And you are now the person who knows them and gets them and understands them, and will happily take them off to one side and have a conversation if there's discipline needed, you know. It's not going to be a big deal. You'll have a conversation with your buddy. He'll document it, and HR will be very well aware of what's going on, and then everything is going to be fine. But these people are going to be the core of your world, and you're taking them under your wing. You have this time that nobody ever has. So it's beautiful. You're building a foundation for yourself. Love that, Virgo. All right. Now then, pocket full of rocks, right? Aha. We'll get you a pocket full of rocks. Ooh, looky here. Nice. Okay, love, love, love this. Okay, so we have green garnet, a 3rd chakra stone. We have yellow calcite, a 3rd chakra stone. And we have blue opal, a very nice 5th chakra stone. All right. So this green opal, this green apatite is all about healing things that are down into your 3rd chakra, where your feelings, emotions, and memories are all living, which is where I was taught those energies are in our bodies. So we're going down in there a little bit, and we're going to dig around, and we're going to root out some stuff that we have feelings about. And I feel like you're going through like the feelings and emotions and stuff about when you were an employee and when you were a boss and all these other things. What's good, what's bad, da da da, how to do it, how to make it better, how to do it better the next time, da da da, and your feelings about all that, dun da da. And now we're healing that. Okay, we're going to heal it all up. We're blowing all the things off that are uncovering. The yellow calcite is like a leaf blower that blows all the stuff off that covers that part of your I have a visual of what it looks like. It's like a bunch of bricks in the dirt, right? And there's a bunch of leaves over the bricks. And so you're blowing all the leaves off the bricks so that you can get down to the portal that gets you into all of your feelings and emotions. So now you've blown all the leaves off, which is cool, and we're able to see where we're going. And now we're going to open up the hatch and go down in there and find some stuff that we need to root out and clean that place up a little bit, okay? So this is beautiful, and I love this visual for you. It's going to be great. Now then, this stone here, blue opal, it's a throat stone, so it's going to be in your 5th chakra, and it's all about being very fluid in the moment. It's about the watery vibes of blue opal. It's gentle, it's kind, it's open to the possibilities, and you seep right in like water, right? You're going to be maneuvering through all of this interesting watery situation within the employees and the work stuff. You're just going to flow right in. You're going to flow right in. You're going to seep right in. People aren't even going to see you coming, and they're going to be knee deep in the water of your awesomeness. And you're going to be listening, and you're going to be hearing, and you're going to be emotionally based as well. This is a very emotionally based stone, and it keeps your voice calm and compassionate and in a really very nice way. So I really love that for you, because it's going to have everything going on for you to be the listener, the accomplished human being who's walking in and really caring and sharing with these people. And like each one you learn, you're like making out a little card and getting to know them and appreciating who they are and taking notes on who they are at the time that you're meeting them, which is something nobody ever does. And we love that, okay? Because you're creating a team for yourself. Very, very nice. All right, so I'm going to put these stones down right here. All right, cool. So Virgo, what a week. My goodness. Promotions, responsibility, and then what? Oh my. Yeah, a little breaks, but not in a bad way, because it gives you a little break, a little hiatus to actually take good care of what's going on and getting to know the folks and like who the ones are who are. You'll talk to HR, and HR will say, oh, and this person's putting complaints, and this one's putting complaints, and da-de-da-de-da. And you'll be like, cool, cool, cool. Let me just go get to know them a little bit and see what's going on, and if there's anything to remedy or whatever, and we can maybe do small changes that might make a huge difference for those people, and they'll be less crankalonious, right? So it's simple stuff, and you're going to be working on it while you're in the interim time before you're actually in charge. And these people are going to be overjoyed to see you. So you're so awesome. Okay. Thank you, Virgo, for being here. I think that's awesome, and I'm excited to see what happens. Of course, you don't have to carry those stones if you don't want to, but if you want to carry these stones or any other stones and you want to comment below, that would be super fun. I'd really appreciate hearing about it because it's fun for me, and I like to have a conversation about that stuff. The other thing to know is that if you look in the description box below, there's all kinds of good things happening. So you can find out which cards I'm using. All the decks are listed, so you can go on Amazon or Etsy and get them there. And you'll find my calendar, so you'll know where in the country I am and be able to find me and come out to a Ren Fair, okay? Because I'd be happy to read for you at a Ren Fair. It'll be super fun. If you can't make it to the Ren Fair, or you need a reading when I'm not in your town, by all means, there's a link where you can get private readings over the phone. I'm here for you in as many ways as I possibly can be, and I really appreciate the one and the all of you so much. You matter to me, and I really do. We're so close to 1,000. It's so exciting. I'm excited. I would really appreciate your subscription. Thank you so much for being here, and we will talk to you next week about the 19th through the 25th. Thank you.